Okay, I'm live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a love reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anything else you might have Libra in your chart. And even if you don't have any major placements, this could still be for you. Maybe the title brought you in for whatever reason. Welcome. Welcome, and there might be something in here for you. But remember, Libra or not, if this doesn't resonate, do not try and make it fit. I have lots of other readings you can go check out. And roles can be reversed. I am doing a reading today around we're kind of digging into your person's head a little bit. And by your person, I mean someone that you might be just getting to know. Maybe you haven't actually entered into a relationship yet, or maybe you're just in the beginning stages of being in a connection with someone. Potentially you haven't even met this person yet, but we're gonna kind of dig into their psyche a little bit and find out, ask some questions, find some things out about what they think and feel and all the things. So there's something. Oh, and my readings are timeless. I forgot to mention that. So whenever you catch this is the right time for you. Okay, so we're going to start by asking, what does your person feel about you? What's all up in their emotions? What do they feel? I'm going to start with the good tarot and clarify with the Oracle Tarot. Ace of Air. They feel like you are a new beginning that they want to have, and they want to very, very decisively move towards you, move into this new beginning, this connection. This card in particular, I do not pick very often. So in this deck, I'm not totally familiar with it. I'm going to look in my book just to see what it has to say about the Ace of Air. Destiny and fate. They feel like you two are destined to be together, to be with one another, that you were brought into their life. Synchronicity. There's some kind of like magical meeting between you two. And it's got them very excited because they're like, ooh, this means something. This isn't just some ordinary run-of-the-mill whatever connection. There's definitely a sense of magic, of divine hand in this. And justice, honorable choices. They feel like you make honorable choices. I mean, Libra, you're the scales. I think this is your card. I could be wrong. But they feel like you're the person that's going to help bring things into balance in their life, that this connection is really special, is really balanced. Yeah. You know how to make choices that or they feel like you know how to make choices that consider not just yourself but others, that you're not just gonna do whatever. You're not just making some frivolous choices and not thinking about them. They see that you care very deeply about making the right choice. Okay, so what do they like about you? Libra, what is your person like about you? I love this card, Seven of Air. They love that you're very independent. This is the card of the nonconformist, that you're just like, my days of people pleasing are over, if ever You were doing that. You're just like, no, this is about me standing in who I am, knowing who you are. This is what they, no, did I say, oh, I said this is what they like about you. This is actually, we're going to go with it because that's what I asked, what they like about you. I skipped a question. That's okay. We'll come back to it. They really like that you are yourself without apology. That you show up and you're like, here I am, world. And you're also very diplomatic. You make the honorable choices where you consider others. You're always looking for balance, even among people who don't necessarily look the same as you, act the same as you. There's still, you draw people in because you're like, we all have something important to bring to the table. I'm going to clarify this. Bondage, issues of control and freedom. This is what they like about you. What about the bondage? Because you understand how to shake off the ropes, how to move out of a place of feeling tied. Probably through making those honorable choices, through being your most authentic self. Maybe you're helping them to understand how to release themselves from the bonds that they've been feeling stuck in or stuck by. I think you're helping them. You're teaching them how to celebrate, how to have fun. You're helping them to regain their freedom. Realizing that these bonds have been, can't think of the term right now. They've done it to themselves. And you're like, oh, hey, let me help you see things from a different perspective. From the perspective that I've learned, and it's about showing up authentically. And maybe this person hasn't been their most authentic self before. They didn't know how. And you're showing them a new way. And you're like, hey, a part of this is enjoying one another, celebrating, having fun. You're helping them gain their freedom. So what do they think about you? This was the question I was going to go to next, and I accidentally skipped it. What do they think about you? This card came up in the same position as Virgo. You could be on the cusp. You could have Virgo in your chart. They think that you're very mysterious because you're tapped in. You're very spiritual. You're connected to your higher power through your intuition. Through being authentic, being your most authentic self, you understand how to make the correct decisions because you're tapped in. It's like you've got that direct line to source. And they must have some kind of spiritual inclination themselves because they see it in you. They recognize it. This is what they think about you. What about that? What about the High Priestess? Healing and second chance. That you are able to tap in to, you're able to be your most authentic self because of being willing to do the healing, that you're on a journey of healing, of letting cycles close out that don't serve you anymore. They see you as someone, you've been hurt, but you've come through it and you're better for it and you're stronger and more balanced than ever. And it's because of this relationship that you have to your higher power. And they think it's somewhat mysterious. I don't think that they're a little lower on the the ascension scale. They're not quite as spiritually advanced as you. And that's what they like about you, because you're helping them. You're teaching them how to gain their power, how to pick up the swords that you've been hurt with and cut whatever is keeping sorry, I said that wrong. You are teaching them how to cut the binds, the bounds, the ropes, cutting the ropes that are keeping them held down, because you've learned and you're teaching through what you've learned. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so what don't they like about you? What don't they like about Libra? The Four of Air. This is turning out to be similar to Virgo. It's very important for you to take the time that you need to heal yourself. Wherever you've been hurt, this is how you find the balance within yourself. This can be a card about meditation. That you regularly take the time to go within, to contemplate, to reflect on what you've been through, and allow yourself to heal through the process, to gain the clarity in order to move forward, to get yourself unstuck from the past, and to ultimately make those honorable choices that are right for everyone involved. You understand inherently that is what helps you make those honorable choices in the first place. They don't like this about you. And I think, well, let's see. Cautious progress. Yeah, because it's slowing things down. This person, I think they kind of want to, like, they would love to get this going and get it going fast. I would not be surprised to see like some kind of fire card show up. You have been through it. You have been hurt. This is why you're so tapped into your higher power, because it's caused you to have to see things from a different perspective, to understand that there must be something bigger at play here. And moving forward with this person, you're like, I'm not jumping into anything. Better to say, I'm not diving into anything. I might get my toes wet. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna get used to the temperature of the water slowly. It's gonna take a while for you to really get in there, to become submerged. And they want this to go a lot faster. I think your person is a little bit impatient. What do they like about the connection? The Magician. Oh my God, this came up for Virgo. There's definitely some Virgo-ness happening here. Different placement, but still. They really like that this connection it's transforming them. It's the two of you together. It's maybe it's helping you both to transform, to learn to trust again, to learn to love again. This is the card of alchemy, of turning one thing into another, water into wine, lead into gold. That transformation in a very material sense. That maybe being together is actually, you two are both seeing or going to see some kind of tangible change in your lives, because you're helping each other see things in a new way. More so you than them, but because this is what they like about the connection. But they like, so I think that you are very much helping them to transform, to open to a new perspective, a new understanding of things. Wisdom of experience. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. This connection it's very deep, and your wisdom is rubbing off on them, is helping them. Just being with you, your philosophy, your way of seeing things is just, they're probably having any number of aha moments anytime they hang out with you. They're just like, wow, I hadn't thought of it that way. Wow, okay. so so what don't they like about the connection? Six of air. Interesting. This is typically a card of coming out of conflict, sailing to calmer waters, coming out of turbulence. What about that? Steady process. Yeah, your person is really impatient. They don't like that. You in particular, because you've been through it, you know that you need to take your time, that you need to take things one step at a time. You do not want to jump into anything hastily. That in order to get to the calm seas, that you have to take things one step at a time. Do your due diligence. Get to know this person. You're all about taking it slow. You're like, it's the slow burn. I don't like that. They're like, no, Libra, no. Let's just go. Let's just elope. Let's go Las Vegas. Oh God, that's funny. And yet you're teaching them that this is the better way. They don't like it, but they understand that it's good. So their highest hopes. Here we go with the fire. And yes, we did have some fire over here as well, but they really want this. They're very passionate about you. They want to have this just it's a card about innovation and kind of a new creative way of doing something and moving forward very passionately, being very feisty, potentially headstrong, because they're just like, this person knows what they want, and that's you. I don't think they have any doubts at all. And they're just like, like yesterday would have been great. Why do I have to wait? Why do we have to wait? They're really hoping that you'll hurry up and heal, that you'll hurry up and decide that, like, okay, yes, all right, yes, I'm going for this. They definitely want you to hurry up. Balance and harmony, temperance. This is their highest hopes, that they can cultivate more patience. Because they're chomping at the bit. They're just like, oof, yeah, they're having some restless nights, let's put it that way. And they're like, oh God, can I please just find some balance within myself? I think they're feeling a little unbalanced because they want to get this going and they know they can't. And they're like so passionate about you, and they're having all kinds of fantasies about you and all the things. And they're like, please God, please universe, spirit, whatever, let me just have some balance here. Let me just help me cool things down, cool the fires just a little bit. because this isn't going to happen right away. What are their deepest fears? The 10 of Fire. That it's good. It could have to do with their deepest fear is that it's going to take so long that you're going to decide, like, before it even gets started, you're going to be like, nah, I'm good. I swear this is so much like Virgo's reading in some ways. That you're just going to decide that it's not worth your time, that it's not worth the effort for whatever reason. And I think they're worried about getting burned because they have such strong feelings for you. They're already invested. They're already very in this, and that they're afraid that you're going to decide, like, no, I'm going to let this burn out. This isn't really for me. And they're going to end up being burned. Eight of Wands, swift decisions. Yeah, that you're gonna be so slow in figuring this out, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I've gained my clarity. No, I'm done. I'm out of here. And this is a card of forward movement, of passionate communication. But I think they're afraid of your passionate communication, that no, it's done. No, I'm good. I'm moving elsewhere. So how's it going to play out? What's the outcome here? The Chariot, victory. Their fears are unfounded. This victory, success. What more can I say? What about victory? Tradition, nostalgia, and reflection. There is victory because of what you know intuitively, what you know inherently, that it takes time to get to the victory. There needs to be reflection. Nostalgia is a part of it, looking back on the good things in your life, in your past, but also seeing what wasn't good, taking the good things and moving forward with that, knowing very clearly what you want and what you don't want. But ultimately, the victory comes. And there could be this is the outcome, reflecting on. Now, I'm going to stick with what I said. Here, let me pick one more. Yeah. Enjoying the outcome is the outcome. Victory. Because of doing that steady process, doing the work. All the good things are coming in. This is the ultimate prosperous fulfillment. You two coming together, and it's going to be awesome. So, Libra, what's your advice? What's your advice? 9 of Earth. Take care of yourself. Take those steps that you need to take to fulfill you, to move you forward in life towards the goals that you want, towards the successes that are rightfully yours. This is someone who's totally self-reliant, knows how to grow a seed into the bountiful harvest, all on their own. And the 10 of Cups comes when you go from doing it all by yourself to doing it with somebody. 10 of Cups isn't always with somebody, but in this case it is. we can reach our 10 of Cups on our own. But in this case, we are talking about love. You're going to go from having it all on your own, doing it yourself, to coming together with them. Chances are that they are also able to bring some kind of prosperity to the table as well. They understand how to take care of themselves. You two are going to mirror one another in that respect. They won't be just some, leech or whatever, wanting to feed off of you and your prosperity. and the Empress. This is your advice. Be the Empress. The Empress doesn't need anyone in her life. She's not desperate for attention and love and nurturing. She knows how to give it to herself. She knows how to birth whatever she wants, whatever desire she has, into the world. She's fertile with ideas, with love, with inspiration. And so your advice is, yes, you may want to be in a relationship. Many of us do. But it's remembering that that's not where your fulfillment comes from. Your fulfillment comes from within. Knowing that no matter what happens, whoever comes and goes in your life, it always comes back to you. Fill yourself, and everything else is icing on top, cherry on top. So, beautiful, beautiful reading. I'm really excited. I'm excited. I can't even talk. I'm excited for you. And this connection, it's going to be amazing. And just, keep putting yourself first. Keep knowing that you have the ability to fulfill yourself. And you will teach that to your person. If they don't already know it, or if they're just learning it, you're going to be like, hey, guess what? I know this thing now. Let's be in an interdependent relationship, not a codependent relationship. Let's fill our own cups, and there's extra pouring over for each other, rather than going in with an empty cup and being like, I can't be happy without you. You need to fill my cup. See the difference? And that's what you need to continue focusing on, filling your own cup, knowing how to do that and be solid in who you are. And I think you're well on your way if you're not there already. So there's your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it has been so amazing. I love this reading. I love doing this. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share.